Danny, Pete Eveleigh has been awarded our Premier League Community Champion. So all of us at the football club and at CCT, it's an obvious choice. But for those who perhaps don't know Pete's story, could you just explain a little bit about why he thoroughly deserved this award?
Yes, Pete, first met Pete 20 years ago when he used to come on our holiday courses as a sort of 10-year-old boy. And Pete, we then kind of followed Pete's journey through to eventually him coming to work for Exeter City Community Trust in our inclusion team. And Pete then went on to be hugely influential to the charity and for young people in Exeter.
He's obviously done so much in the community, as you've touched on, to see that he's been diagnosed with MND. It was hard. I think it was hard for everyone, but none more so than his family. But as you're wearing the Mind Over MND hoodie there, he's taken it in his stride with the support of Jess and his family, and raised a lot of money for some important research.
Yeah, I think we talk about the work that Pete did. He believed in young people when others didn't, and I think that was a real key skill for him, because he worked with lots of young people who just needed support, needed to be listened to, and he did that in a number of ways through some of our educational programs. So for young people that weren't engaging in school, Pete gave them an opportunity through the charity, and through our Premier League kick sessions, which were kind of evening sessions where young people could come and play football and connect with Pete and his team of staff. So from his role with us, hugely influential, and still is. The work that he's done is still being delivered now, and we're really proud of that. But then obviously November 22, he gets diagnosed with MND, and it's a huge shock to obviously everybody, but none more less than him and his family. It was devastating, and Pete knows that we're there for him, and we're doing everything we can for him, and we'll be there every step of the way. But it's very important that Pete knows, and I know he knows, that he's not on his own.
He's certainly a brilliant character to have around the football club, wasn't he? He's done so much for the club, for CCT, and for the community as a whole within Exeter. It feels like this is a little way. It's not massive, but a little thing we can do just to repay a little bit of that work that he's done for the city.
And when we were thinking about who we would nominate as our community captain, there was only one person on the list. So he fully deserves it, and we hope it will recognise his work. But more importantly, we hope it will raise awareness for MND, and in particular the clothing brand that Mind Over MND and Pete's friends, who have been brilliant through all of this and continue to be brilliant, have got a clothing company, and obviously we've been out today and presented Gary and Pierce with a hoodie, and we just need to try and raise as much awareness as we possibly can for this awful illness that many people, it's not just the individual that's going through it as Pete, but it's also the ripple effect with family and friends that it has. So we will do everything we possibly can.
Thanks so much, Danny.